This year has been the year of Matt Langford and Mitchell Cone. Between the two of them, they have shared the 5 event wins. Mitchell Cone dropped 7.6 kilos on the scales on day 1, followed it up with another 6.7 kilos on day 2 to make it an emphatic win. Here are some of his final day fish.
Lots bigger than that. Good, going on. Better? I'm not going real good. Yeah, but, I'm only waiting for 5. So. But this will help. Right, he's not that big actually. Yeah, where are you heading? A bit better. Woo! So, like that was a good one I pulled on that crankbait just then. Like it was.
Fuck yeah, that was 2 good ones.
Yep. Then I'll hook a little one.
Might have to do a check and see what size you need.
Yeah.
Although it does it all for you, don't it?
He's fairly long. Might just get a quick glory photo if I can. Yeah, poor old Cameron peaked a bit early, didn't he? 2.5 kegger on top water. You're right, mate. I'll call if it's a big one, don't worry.
But he might have just downloaded his, because that should be confirmed. Bill Latimer, 3rd. Brian, 4th.
They're all still got...
They're not big fish.
No.
They are not big fish. The biggest one so far, 1.118.
Yep.
Big one?
Oh, I don't know. I'll get the net anyway.
So they're not huge fish. Oh, yep. Me, you fuck up. Get in that net.
Thank you. Okay.
Got him?
Thanks. Dizzy. Just it was angry. Straight through, lovely. Well, committed. Yep. Yep. Oh no.
No. Don't say no.
Please.
That's the one, Nelly.
He's going to help. Definitely. Yep. I think he was big. He didn't smoke it, but...
My day 2 picked up where day 1 left off, and the weights were virtually the same.
Finally. Oh. He's cranky, this one. Not very big. That's all right, mate. I'll lift him. Number 1 for the day. Not as big as Adam's giant. One. Does not feel like a big one. But I have been fooled before. He's not big either. But I'll take him though. Thank you very much. Oh, bastard. This is the smallest one I've caught the whole time I've been here. Every time I move a little bit, just got to get onto those fresh fish, I think. That feels a little bit good. No, he's just another 36. That'll do, mate. That'll be easy. With the current. It's the spike. Alright, I'm just gonna sneak away this way again. Feels like a better one. Don't fall off, you big boy. That was a different strike. That was one that was up feeding, I reckon, because he was only 2 or 3 wands into it. Thanks, sir. Oh, yeah, he's all right. That's the first proper one today. Just takes a lot of patience on these fish, eh? You just got to... Oh, and you know what? He's long. He isn't fat. He's a perfect app fish. They are good fish too. Got to get one of those. That pack of fish. Moving in front of the boat here now. They're moving quick, actually, those ones. That's interesting how quick those ones were moving. That was a pack of them. Maybe 6 fish. I think it'll be a while. Let's keep fishing. Show us how big you are, mate. I don't think he's a 35.
50.
I don't think he's a 50. He didn't crank you up enough when I hooked him. I reckon he's just hooked in the side of the face or something. Oh, he's all right. He's a 40 maybe. Let's go to the back. What the heck's this? Yeah. That's number 5. It was a bit harder today, I reckon. But I take 5 on day 2 in a river tournament. Look at them on the left. Have you seen what they look like on the perspective? They just sit like, seeing that? There's 1, 2, there's like 3 or 4 fish. They just sit in the current there.
20.
And so it's 60 foot, so they're 2 boat lengths that way. So, you know, if I lead cast them like that, I should land nearly on top of them. Just little, but you see them holding in the current. We're holding in the current. They're holding in the current. Man, they are stacked out there now. There's some fish. I can see 10 at the moment on the left. Oh, bite. See that? Yep, there it is. He'll be a while this one, I think. Oh no, he's only little. I'll do this one. He's only little. I don't think he's gonna help. Yeah. I can see you there. Two fish here. There he is. I got him. He might be a proper one. Yeah. Oh, proper big one. That was one of those 2 I saw, I reckon. You can see him just hanging right off the back of that rock bar. If it's a Dewey, I'm going to be pissed because he's shaking his head a lot. So it's not that big. But I tell you what, I'd rather have it than not. He's a 40. Oh, actually, he's big, isn't he? That's a cracker. That's my biggest one, I think, in the tournament so far. One hook of the spike in. Not very far out, really. There, I think. Oh, yep, he ate it. I saw him eat it on the live scope. I saw him turn on it, eh?
Lismore's Nick Anderson was right up there after day one with over 7 kilos of bass. He needed a good bag on the second day to get it done, but unfortunately fell a little bit short.
Yeah, he is. He's 28 and a half.
You right?
Yeah, I'll net him, mate. You're right.
Another little, hopefully an upgrade.
Pinch it off one of my surface ones. Yeah.
And well done to the Bluefin fishing team's Bill Latimer for his highest ever finish in an ABT Bass Pro event.
Got it. Mate.
One doe. Spinnerbait.
Nice.
Oh, that one's in the boat.
Got him.
Oh, he's not big, but he'll go.
Dark yellow.
That's always helpful. Right there.
Fucking gold. Hooked up, baby. It's heavy, eh? Yes. Yes, mate. You number 5. Yes. Well done.
Oh.
How's this? Tank. You.
Daiwa's Braden Schuch got out of the blocks fast on day one, but his limits got smaller on day two, but still a solid 6th place for the Sydney angler.
Not pumping out. Might be too early. Not very big. Big, you take it.
Right in front of the concrete.
Yeah. Good one. Not massive, but he'll go. Hey, Giles.
Braden started early by throwing spinnerbaits up into the drains, but he transitioned to deeper rock on crankbaits.
What eat? What's he, like a 33? 32, 33. I would lovely be able to. Oh, there's one. One's a crankbait.
Sure.
He's not massive, but I will let him because I really need him.
Fish here for like 40 minutes and then shoot back. Yep. That's the plan. See how much else is off. I do have a spot halfway back, but it doesn't have like big fish on it. I caught like a high 30s on it, but it's been, oh, that's a good fish. It's been pumped pretty hard. That'll be enough go for me. He's a fair way away and made it when I crank it down. Oh, maybe he's not very big at all. Yeah, I don't think he's very big at all.
He'll stand by.
I might just sit here for a little bit longer.
Grafton-based male model Anthony Duff won himself a set of Maui Gyms for his photo pose on day 2. You can check that out on the ABT website. And he also caught some great fish each day.
Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh. That's decent. There we go. Got him. Got him? Brim bass. Bass, get him in. It's a bass. What's that on? Blade? Blade. Oh, get out from there. There we go. Good.
And here's a sneaky clip of non-boater winner Adam Mears catching his final fish with only 20 minutes to go.
Yeah. Yes! Oh, he's only just gonna bloody go, but he'll go. He'll go. Oh, yes. Thank yes, yes, yes. Oh, awesome.
And if it wasn't for the Mitch Cone and Matty Langford show, this man, Mick Johnson, would be this year's model of consistency, never outside the top 10. Now, measuring in at 490 mils, Mick Johnson added the Buckin Big Bass to his weekend, worth $500 and some cool Buckin Bass merchandise. Check out the size of this fish.
That's good.
Now, the drains that Mitch Petty from Rapala fished on day one to a heavy bag, they dried up a little bit on day two, not the water coming out, just the size of the fish, but he still landed his 10 out of 10 for a great finish.
Yep. Good one. Good one.
Yes.
Yep.
And although Mike Nelson's won this event twice before, 2022 just wasn't his year.
Good or what? Wow. Cool fish. It's up fish. What do they look like?
Dane Pryce decided that downstream was a lot better than upstream on day two, and he was rewarded for his efforts.
I think it's a curse sometimes too, because you can see him.
Yeah, I think I've gone out. Yeah.
Good shit, bro.
Might be time to get that fucking blade back.
And let's finish up with second place non-boater Tommy Wood. He caught some great fish across the weekend and proved he can catch brim, bass and barra.
Yeah. Right at the boat. Oh my god. Yeah. Dude, it just stopped at the rod tip. I was literally about to pull it out. Stay hooked up, baby. Let me see how we go. Oh, mate. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes.
Good stuff. Told you those big ones.
Yeah. Legend, thanks man. Oh my god.
The Clarence Bass event was an app-based event, which means we had live scoreboards, and the final scoreboards are up there now, along with all the coverage. www.abt.org.au